Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Jimmy. Thank you so much for watching today. We have here a fragrance by Parfums Vintage that I'd love to share with you guys. This is called Phenom. Oh wait, Phenom. Maybe short for phenomenal. This is an EDP concentration, 50 ml, 1.7 fluid ounces, and you can get this for the cheap price for $85 on the Parfums Vintage website. It is very expensive, but it's actually one of the cheaper Parfums Vintage ones I have reviewed today. They are all different prices, and I don't know if this is an interpretation of anything out there. I've been kind of a Louis Vuitton kick right now of all their fragrances that have duped Louis Vuitton, respectfully. But this one, I don't know what this is supposed to be. I do know that people really love this fragrance. And what makes this so cool is the fruitiness of this fragrance. And I love fruity fragrances. But if you want a fruity fragrance done a little differently, look no further than Phenom. I get more of a sour note here, and I always hesitate to say sour because that's kind of a negative connotation. So I tend to lean towards tart. I see here on the notes that we have grapefruit, and I get that off the top, but it's kind of a realistic grapefruit. It's not other designery fragrances kind of have grapefruit. This one smells, it's a melange of different kinds of citruses off the top, and I really like this a lot because it has a lot of fragrance notes that I see a lot, that I want to see, and when I smell it on here, it's like, oh, that's really different. It's very clean and pure and powerful all at the same time. Man, I don't see anyone not liking this fragrance. I just reviewed a fragrance called Vivid Imagination by Parfums Vintage, and that one has a gentlemanly ginger note. And whenever I try ginger, I've said this before in different videos, I want to like ginger, but when I smell it, it has like a medicinal note to it. And that's very common. But I think, as long as we're on the topic here, Vivid Imagination does ginger well. If you want to have a masculine, ginger, energizing type of scent, Vivid Imagination is quite good. But if you want something just like, okay, ginger was great to test, but what's a strong scent like that just with the ginger, without the ginger? You want the citruses on top and all the common ingredients you like, but just done differently. I gotta say, Phenom smells pretty good. I think I might sell this one just out of, just out of how many I have. I'm gonna have to let it go. But if there was one that I could keep, it would be Phenom. And it is a pretty safe buy. It doesn't smell like Pledge. It doesn't smell like anything you probably have, which is also a quality that I look for, right? You can't just keep buying the same stuff. You have to buy something that branches you out a little bit. And I think this does that very well. Man, I wish I can keep this one. It smells fantastic. I sprayed this before on a work day, and I don't think I offended anyone, which is always a good thing. I don't want to be offending people and people upturning their nose going, man, you really smell too strong today. I don't really get that from this. It just mellows down after a few minutes to be a clean, citrusy, powerful, without piercing the nose. How do you become powerful and not pierce the nose? Well, I gotta say, with some Parfums Vintage, they aim to do that, but here, I'm not getting that too much. And for the price tag, it is kind of up there, but if you want something that is classy and lasts a long time with that niche quality, you can't go wrong with this one. I don't get anything out of selling this to you guys. I'm just telling you guys how I feel about it. The presentation is beautiful, as you can see. I love their boxes. It is kind of cookie cutter, but they got it designed right the first time, and they're still going with it. The one thing I will say when it comes to their bottles is that their sticker on the bottom is just kind of hard to look at, and it's kind of transparent. You can't see what it is. So I like to put the name Phenom on the top with the label maker, and then put the side sticker here of what it's cloning. But in this case, it doesn't seem like they're cloning anything. They're probably inspired by someone, they're not saying here, but we have yuzu, grape note, grapefruit, pink pepper, anise, lemon, mandarin, seawater, olibanum, vetiver, ambergris, amberwood, ambroxan. I mean, what's good about this is there's no rose and there's no oud. As long as we don't have those two things, I'm sold. I want to give it a shot. Yeah. Fruity, strong, gentlemanly, and I think more on the masculine side if you were to ask me if I had to pick a side. Thank you guys so much for watching. On to the next one. Have a good day.